02-25T59, People versus Renie Angalova, who now appears. Mr. Barinholtz also appears in person. In 25T59, we are set for a motions hearing. Are the parties ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. No, I do not want to do that.
VO, starting 2026 with courtroom chaos is wild, but pay close attention here. When a defendant shows this level of defiance early on, judges are already clocking future problems. First impressions in court matter more than people think. Drop a comment. Do you think respect actually changes outcomes, or is the damage already done?
Great. Please be seated.
Please state your full name and spell your last name for the record.
Sergeant Tyler.
Ms. Angalova, I'm sorry. Can you sit down, please?
Yep.
Thank you. All right.
Just want to
go ahead.
Sergeant Tyler Churches, Churches.
Sergeant Churches, where did you work on January the 18th, 2025?
The Avon Police Department.
Roughly how long have you been employed with the Avon Police Department?
12 years.
Prior to working for Avon, did you have any previous law enforcement experience, sorry?
I worked in Eagle County detentions for 6 years.
Okay. And at Avon, what are your duties there?
Currently, I'm assigned as a patrol sergeant for the patrol division of the police department.
And for
VO, this right here is textbook reasonable suspicion. Multiple lane weaves, inconsistent speed, and following too close, no magic words needed. For anyone wondering, police don't need proof of intoxication to stop you, just specific, observable driving behavior. Do you think 5 to 6 weaves is enough, or should officers need more?
I have done continuing education every year with the town of Avon. I was at one point a standard field sobriety test instructor, so I had an additional 40-hour class on providing instruction for that, and I am also A-RIDE certified.
Were your certifications up to date on January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
Were you patrolling on January the 18th, 2025?
I was.
Did anything occur on that evening that would cause you to be here today?
Yes, I was working as the DUI grant funded patrol car. I was on I-70, approximately mile marker 170 westbound, when I observed a white Subaru Outback weaving in front of me. I continued to follow the vehicle where it weaved and jerked over the lines multiple times, had the inability to maintain a consistent speed, and was following too close to a semi. And I conducted a traffic stop when it was safe to do so due to traffic and other road hazards at mile marker 166.
And was that traffic stop conducted in Eagle County?
It was.
After the driver of the traffic stop that you initiated pulled over, what did you do?
When I initially activated
VO, reading a book during your own trial is a bold strategy, and not a smart one. Judges view this as disengagement and disrespect, which absolutely affects how much patience you're given later. If this were you, would you already be panicking at this point?
For driver's license, insurance, and registration.
Okay. And is that person located in the courtroom today that
Yes.
you contacted? Could you please tell us where that person is sitting and identify an article of clothing?
I can. She's the adult toddler sitting next to her lawyer in the gray shirt, reading a book instead of paying attention to her own trial.
Ms. Angalova, are you reading a book? Well, okay. I want you to pay attention to what's happening in this case. Mr. Barinholtz is representing you. I do expect you to pay attention and participate in your own defense, okay? Go ahead.
Do I need to repeat that?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please identify that person that is sitting in the courtroom, where they're sitting, and identify an article of clothing?
And sitting to your left in a gray-green long-sleeve shirt and blue jeans.
Your Honor, could the record please reflect that the witness has been identified as Ms. Angalova by the defendant has been identified by the witness as,
The record so reflects.
thank you. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Can we have a moment to step aside? For 120 seconds, Your Honor, I'd like to,
So Ms. Angalova, you were late today. You were 15 minutes late.
well, you know what? Consult with my.
No, you need to be respectful to the court. Right now, what I've seen.
I'm trying.
You are not.
I'm trying.
No, Ms. Angalova, what's happened today is you come in 15 minutes late. You wouldn't sit down. When Ms. Fry was trying to speak, you were walking around. And then when I looked over, I noticed that you were reading a book while you were sitting there. And now you've requested that in the middle, stop speaking. In the middle of Sergeant Church's testimony, you now wanted a break. You're gonna get a break after his initial testimony. And before cross-examination, you may have a break then. But right now, I want you to not interrupt these proceedings. So Ms. Fry, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Sergeant, I just handed you what is labeled as People's Exhibit 1.
Not helping yourself.
Do you recognize this?
Never had time to talk about this to prepare.
So you're,
Yeah.
Ms.
I am
Angalova, Ms.
100%
Angalova,
prepared.
you are being completely disrespectful to these court proceedings. I need you to understand that. I will let you speak with Mr. Fahrenholtz after direct examination and before cross-examination.
Hey, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's try one more time.
Okay, Judge. Sergeant, I've just handed you what is labeled as People's Exhibit 1. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the patrol vehicle video on the night of January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
How do you know that?
So we observed it at our first meeting, and then I signed it today.
Thank you. Your Honor, the people would move to admit and publish the fleet camera
Any
video.
objection, Mr. Fahrenholtz?
No objection.
Exhibit 1 will be admitted.
Did you see what happened right there?
Yes.
Could you describe what happened?
The vehicle weaved over the solid white line.
So that was right after you started following the vehicle?
It was actually one more incident, the reason why I initially activated my dash cam.
Okay. We're gonna play this a little bit more, and we're just gonna kind of silently count to yourself how many times you see that particular type of behavior.
Don't do that shit.
Sergeant, we are 3 minutes and 14 seconds into this video. How many times roughly did you see the defendant weave?
5 to 6 times.
Is that the reason that you initiated the traffic stop?
Yes.
So what would you call that? Erratic driving, weaving?
Weaving with the jerkiness of the motion, extended use of a turn signal without changing lanes, for inability to maintain a speed. If we go back, we could actually, I don't know if your option has it, but you could see my speed and it was fluctuating. You could see how you could hear I'd have to slow down, catch back up.
So at this point, they're gonna play some body cam footage that we can't really see or hear. So I'm gonna jump forward a little bit to where the lawyers and the Karen are talking with one another.
I mean, to interrupt. I thought he was done. We're not contesting reasonable suspicion
All right.
for the contact. We're not contesting the stop.
Understood. And I
I understand the purpose of-
You're-
Yeah.
Just to make sure you're
But
protesting probable cause.
I think.
Yeah, it goes to probable cause.
Oh, well, if you protest probable cause, then these are indicia of intoxication.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, we're not contesting the stop.
Understood. And I understand why you're asking these
I do
questions.
too.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna build the record.
Go ahead.
This would be considered probable cause in your experience to pull somebody over for a traffic stop?
Yes,
Thank you. And did you pull the defendant over?
I did.
What happened when you, well, let me ask this. In your experience, do people generally, when they see police lights behind them, pull over relatively quickly? Or does it take them a long?
VO, this is the judge drawing a bright red line. Interrupting testimony is one of the fastest ways to lose goodwill in a courtroom. Notice how the judge is still giving structure and warning. That's restraint. Many judges wouldn't be this patient. Would you have already held her in contempt here?
Seconds. So that's roughly 40 seconds-ish of a stop. Is that something that you typically see in a traffic stop?
I felt at that time it was a little long.
So what happened when you made contact with the defendant?
When I approached the vehicle, made contact, I requested her driver's license, insurance, and registration. She advised me that she does not have a driver's license. Upon further questioning, she told me that it was a revoked license. I asked her how much she had to drink because I could smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from the vehicle. And she told me she had nothing to drink. Advised me that she was coming from a doctor's appointment in Denver. And then advised me that she did not have insurance on the vehicle.
Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
I'm handing you now with this label as People's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
How do you know what it is?
We reviewed it on our first meeting and it has my signature with today's date.
Is it fair to say that is an accurate representation of your body worn camera on January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
Your Honor, people move to admit and publish.
No objection.
Exhibit 2 will be admitted. We may publish.
What?
Can I say something?
No, the officer is currently on the stand, and not only is it not your turn to speak, but you are currently represented by counsel, so you can sit there and be quiet and let your lawyer speak for you. Now this is the point at which the judge starts losing her patience, and the Karen is about to be thrown out of the courtroom by force.
No,
No.
you can't. Can you pause it for just a second? Ms. Angalova, repeatedly, you are interrupting these proceedings. There's evidence that's playing right now.
Okay.
So I don't want you to talk. I don't want you to slam your book down. I don't want you to
I'm
interrupt
sorry.
this.
I'm sorry. I'm
Stop it. You need to just control yourself. I need to listen to the evidence. Ms. Fry, you may continue forward.
Here's a copy of the motions if you ever read something. I gave it to you before you didn't look at it.
giving up on me.
Give it a lot of goddamn time.
I'm not trying to say shit. How the fuck is it?
Sergeant, at that point in the stop, were you still just,
And my mother.
Ms. Angalova, stop talking. Now,
Judge, I might have to withdraw. I'm doing this pro bono.
I see,
and I don't
I see what's
need-
being done.
I put a lot of time into this
I know.
case.
And I see what's being done in open
We need
court.
to have a moment. We haven't even had.
Judge,
Time to
I would
talk.
ask the
Yeah,
defendant
you
be
were
held in
late.
contempt at this
Could have been
point.
early.
Jesus Christ.
Ms.
I'm dealing with
Angalova,
all
Ms.
stuff.
Angalova, here's the reason why you didn't have a moment before the hearing. It's because you were late. You were 15 minutes late. Now the hearing is proceeding. Stop it. Do not.
I'm a caregiver for an Alzheimer's
You
patient.
also have a hearing today. That
Yes.
you are, I expect you to
I'm
be on
sorry
time.
that I have to deal with
So
medical
that's why
emergencies.
you didn't have conversation with Mr. Fairholtz, who is trying to represent you, who did file a motion, but all you have done the entire hearing is to stare at him, tell him that he's not doing whatever you want him to do, interfere with these proceedings, and generally be disruptive in court.
I'm sorry.
I know you keep saying that, and I think that you do believe it, but you ratchet right back up. So right now I'm going to tell you that we're going to finish with these proceedings. We're going to finish with this direct examination. We're going to then take a break and you can talk with Mr. Fairholtz. Okay. But you are in a precarious situation if you continue to do the things that you're doing. He has indicated that he may have to.
Interview 5. This is where things officially spiral. Once a judge starts talking about removal and contempt, the case stops being about DUI evidence and starts being about courtroom control. Every outburst here is building a record, and none of it helps her defense.
Okay, go ahead.
At this point in the traffic stop, were you anticipating any additional investigation, or were you still just investigating the weaving?
At this point, I was building reasonable suspicion to probable cause for whether or not the defendant was driving intoxicated.
And what did the defendant tell you the status of her license was?
Revoked.
So it's clear that she understood her license was revoked.
Yes.
Stop it. Quiet.
And for the record, Tyler.
Quiet. Now.
Right here, Sergeant Churches, my apologies. You're walking back to the car, and where is the defendant?
Standing outside in front of her car.
Did you ask the
This is
defendant to step out of the car?
No, I specifically told her to remain inside her vehicle.
During this interaction, did she indicate at all that she was cold and wanted to get back in the car?
No, I don't believe so.
A competency evaluation isn't a punishment. It's the court asking a serious question. Does this person understand what's happening and can they assist in their defense? And once that question is raised, everything else hits pause. Comment below. Do you think this was overdue, or did the judge wait too long?